lakini tusiweke vita na fujo.
Profesa Kithure Kindiki upande wa Tarakaniti, hiyo ni ngome yake, anaona fireworks. You see guys, President William Ruto alipeana Profesa Kithure Kindiki and Kimani Ichung'wah authority ya ku make sure wanatafuta support upande wa Mount Kenya. But kufikia saizi guys, mambo imeanza kulemea hawa majamaa. Hawawezi toboa Rigathi Gachagua. Unaona watu wangu, once William Ruto aliamua kicking out Rigathi Gachagua kama deputy president wake, na Rigathi Gachagua alimsaidia, use a lot of money, companies zake zikaharibika, then Rigathi Gachagua hata kubali Professor Kithure Kindiki kusnatch residents wa Mount Kenya. Juzi nimeona ukisema kwamba they are now going to make Kiambu County to be a region itself. So hiyo ni njama ya kumake sure William Ruto anajaribu kusplit votes za Mount Kenya. Juu Kimani Ichung'wah yuko upande wa wapi? Upande wa Kiambu. Unaona watu wangu. And that's why I can tell you that Kiambu saizi wanasema kwamba even if William Ruto ata split, then wao wanajua tu watavoti kama Mount Kenya region, watu wa Kiambu County. So now Professor Kithure Kindiki anapata fireworks pale, amekuwa confronted by angry Gen Z girl. Unaona watu wangu, face to face pale attacking him. And in the same this video guys, nilikwambia lazima nikupangie. Gloria Oruoba tena imefikia mahali ana-expose. Ukiona guys nilikwambia hii mambo, ukiamua kicking out somebody kama personal assistant wako ama close ally, then utakuwa umejicreatea problems ya kwamba siri zako zitakuwa zinatambulika. Last part, wakati ambapo Gloria Oruoba alikuwa kwa Obina TV, last part anatuambia venye walikuwa wanaibia Raila Odinga kura in 2022. Na hiyo ndio plans za William Ruto in 2027 again. To rig election. Unaona watu wangu, walikuwa wanacheza na hii form 34A. I can tell you. Gloria Oruoba amejaribu exposing. Na walikuwa wanatumia nani? Raymond Omolo. Saizi ni CS. So guys, ensure una like video. Na nasema thanks for your great support. Nyinyi ni watu wa nguvu zaidi. Kwa hivyo guys, without wasting time, kabla tuangalie Professor Kithure Kindiki na tuangalie Gloria Oruoba. You see guys, even Gloria Oruoba saizi anatuambia venye amelala na Rais William Samoei Arap Ruto. Yaani anajaribu exposing. But ukiangalia vizuri kwa mtandao, watu wanasema huyu anajaribu tu kufanya nini, exposing the president juu amekuwa kicked out kama nominated senator. Unaona watu venye watu walikuwa wanasema kwamba Rigathi Gachagua amekuwa impeached, so anajaribu kutambua siri za Rais William Ruto ambazo ni za uongo tu. But ukweli wa mambo, Rigathi Gachagua is right always. Unaona? Now Gloria Oruoba ndo saizi ana trend telling us dark secret things. Unaona watu wangu, ambazo William Ruto amekuwa akizifanya. Kabla tufike pale, kuna huyu Luo anatuambia kwamba William Ruto asijaribu kubelieve Raila Odinga. Eti Raila Odinga atamusupport 2027. Raila Odinga hana authority. Juu Raila Odinga saizi amechukuliwa kama MCA tu upande wa Nyanza region. Juu wakati aliamua kuingia kwa President William Ruto, ndio serikali ya William Ruto imeharibika kabisa. So now Luo Nyanza hawataweza kuvotea President William Ruto. Hakuna siku hata na dawa. And that's why Raila Odinga is trying to make his way getting out from William Ruto. Sikia kwanza hii.
Mr. President, Raila Odinga is lying to you. Stop putting too much hope in him. He is lying to you that Luos are going to vote for you come 2027. That's a lie. Raila Odinga right now has only moral authority to talk on his behalf and his families. He has no moral authority to talk on behalf of Luos. The new generation of Luos cannot be used. Our votes are not for auction. Raila Odinga cannot command us anymore. He cannot show us the direction where we are going to vote in. He cannot. And he has no moral authority to talk on behalf of Luos. When we are making deals with Raila, make it as friends, as friendship. Make it as friendship. But he should not use Luos in his own negotiations with you. That should stop. And this message should also go for Sakaja. Sakaja should listen and listen carefully. That the young generation of Luos whom Raila is promising you that they will vote for you come 2027 cannot be used. Luos are awake. Luos can no longer be used the way Raila Odinga used our fathers. We cannot be used. So when he's making a deal, he's on the table, talking to you about Luo votes, ask him, what about the new generation of Luos? Are they going to listen to you? Let me tell you, I don't hate Raila. What I'm saying is that Raila's time is up. Raila has used us enough. Raila has used and misused us enough. He has gained a political empire and he has gained economic empire. It is time that we tell him respectfully. We are telling Raila Odinga respectfully that you have no moral authority to talk on behalf of Luos. When you go on a negotiation table, stop using us as your bait. Stop using us in your bargain. It is not going to work. It is not going to work. Our votes are not for auction. And in 2027, we are not going to vote for someone because you are the one who is going to decide who we are going to vote. I know for a very long time, it has worked for you, where you impose yourself on people. You decide for them who to vote as MCA, who to vote as member of parliament, who to vote as a senator, who to vote as a women rep, and who to vote as a governor. I know it has worked for you. But this time round, Mr. Raila Odinga, and I want to tell you respectfully, we are not with you. So when you go to negotiate on a negotiation table, stop using our names. Stop using Luos for you to gain that contract. Stop using us to gain for you to be built affordable houses in your land there in Kisumu. We are not with you. We young generation, we know what we want. You manage to misuse our fathers, it is okay. You are not going to use us again. So, Mr. President, Raila Odinga is lying to you. We are not with you. Maybe when he said Luos, he meant him and his family. But from today going forward, Raila Odinga has no moral authority to use Luos on a negotiation table. Stop that. Stop putting too much hope on Raila Odinga. He's going to disappoint you. And you are not going to be the first one he has disappointed. We and our fathers, we were promised a lot. And he has been in all governments with nothing to show. Only one factory in Nyanza called ODM, producing idiots as leaders. And the slave master is Raila. And Luos are slaves. Stop putting too much hope in him.
William, Gachagua na kukoa tu. Unaweka break Siaya. And this is someone you impeached from your government. Anakuja anasema Harambee one term. Anaongelea mambo ya Harambee one term akiwa Kajiado. I expected you ukimbie Ukambani kujibu two term. Ama ukimbie Mombasa wajibu two term. Ama ukimbie Western Kenya wajibu two term. Unakimbia Siaya. Mali Odinga alipoteza uchaguzi. Ajai megi kuwa president miaka actually 5 times ameuliza kiti cha urais. Acha make to presidency. Hajashinda kiti. Harambee. Gachagua anaongelea mambo ya Harambee, alafu wananchi wanajibu one term akiwa Kajiado. Kajiado ni Masaisi wanakaa pale. Sieti Mlima Kenya, anaongelea Kajiado. Wewe unakimbia kwa Raila Nyanza. Ndio wana kujibu two term sababu ya broad based government. Kama unaamini Odinga atakupatia support 2027 na kura za Luo Nyanza ziko kwa mfuko wa Raila, haungeharibu pesa na resources kukaa Nyanza. Ungengangana coast na another part of the country. Najua you didn't expect Gachagua kupeleke teketeka. Imehappen. Kuna kitu kingine hapa Ruto tena nashangaa sana. Na hii bado lazima niulize. Unaona nilikusikiza vizuri sana William. Hujabadilisha tactic. Approach ni ile ile ulitumia 2022. The same approach. Ndio mpaka sasa hivi. Hata mwenye anakushauri angekuwa amekuadvise hii. You know people, unaona ile tone ulitumia 2022 kufix wa Kenya eh? Ile lugha ulitumia 2022 kufix wa Kenya. Ile movement ulitumia kufix. Sasa yani venye mnaniona hivi eti mimi ni mtu naweza kaa one time. Unajua hiyo ndio lugha ulitumia 2022. Na sisi unatuona ni kama tumesahau. Ama unaona kama Wakenya wamesahau. Nakwambia hiyo iko wet. Iko alive. Sasa hiyo hata hiyo mata haijakauka. Unakumbuka 2022 kutuambia venye mnaniona hivi mimi ni mtu wa kuibiwa kura. Leo hii umekuja kutumia lugha kama hiyo. hata kama siasa unaielewa. So kidogo kesho kutwa next week utaanza kutuambia mama mboga. Utaanza kutuambia mambo ya boda boda. Utaanza kutuambia mambo ya kazi kwa vijana. Utaanza kutuambia mambo ya kubadilisha Kenya. Kenya gani hii ulikuwa umetuambia utabadilisha 2022? Tuko miaka karibu 4 naelekea kuisha 4. Hakuna hata kitu moja utaambia wa Kenya nilifanya hii, nikafanya hii, nikafanya hii. Sasa unaenda kufanya ile lugha ulitumia, ile approach tunaielewa. Na tunakuona 18. Unajua Gachagua anakoa, unakimbia pale. Matiang'i akiuliza mambo ya looting in government. Sijui watu wengine walienda wapi, akina Sudi wako wapi? Wapi Junet Mohamed? Wapi akina Gladys Wanga? Ongea. Come out and speak. Defend your president. Gachagua, thank God why you were impeached. Thank God you were impeached, Gachagua. Many Kenyans could have not known you.
Now, upande wa Tarakaniti ndio tusikize Gloria Oruoba. Sikiza.
My name is Kezia Ngare, the president of the Comrades wa University Embu County. And we are very much happy and humbled to have you for you to have us today here, for us to have a rapport with you. It has been a moment of waiting, and we thank God because He has made it happen today. And therefore, I am going to represent the concerns of the students of the university, because I am their representative. And number one, we are grateful because you are the county and the county government and yourself and the national government, you are viewing us, the young people, or rather the students, as the hope of the country. But we have one concern, that for us to be viable, for us to establish, for us to truly be meaningful hope for this country, we need the government. And what we need the government to do is that from the meeting that we had today, we are going to have a tabled dialogue where we are going to have conversations whereby you, the deputy president, the county government, and the students of the university, we are going to have a hearty conversations for the concerns of the young people. We do not want you that day to come to talk to us for 7 hours. In those 7 hours, there will be hours of dialogue with you, where we will be co-creating solutions with you. Your Excellency, in my last minute, I will want to say that day we will not come for solutions from you. We will come with possible solutions. We will come to co-create solutions with you. As I finalize, Your Excellency, young people are happy because the government has enabled them to facilitate their school fees through HELP and HEF. But we still have concerns on that matter. These upkeep fees that we are receiving from HELP, it is not enough for our upkeep. We still need something else to be done in regards to that. Young people in the university, they have their time for classwork. And when they are not in classrooms, They are in their houses and in the libraries and where there is Wi-Fi hotspot, trying to come up with startups. But the far they are going with these startups is on platforms where they only get motivated with clubs. We want the government, or we request the government to come up with a way where they will be able to take up these startups to fund them so that the young people help in job creation. And the other thing is that the young people in the university, because this upkeep is not enough, wanajipata wanauza smokies. But even getting this trolley ya smoky, it is one main struggle, Your Excellency. Kwa hivyo, haya ni mambo baadhi ya yale ambayo vijana wa Embu County wako nayo, na tunaomba tusemezane. Nikimalizia, Your Excellency, tukiweza kusuluhisha hilo jambo la job opportunities na internships, tutakuwa tumesaidia vijana, wanafunzi, tutakuwa tumesaidia familia zetu. The final thing about policy advocacy, the young people have not been there when policies were made previously. This time round, because we are the young people, we are the students, we are the scholars, we are full of ideas, we want to make policies, to be part of those tables where policies are made, and to be participants, and to ensure that these policies are enforced and they are established, because we mean well for the country, we mean well for the people of Kenya. Finally, there is one policy that the government did. There is one system called COOPS. Nyinyi wote mnajua COOPS. While students wako hapa, we are products of COOPS, where we were placed to those universities and TVETs and colleges. But we need something else to be done concerning internships. Can we come up with another system, a government agency approved by the government, ile itashughulikia placement ya students wale wanahitaji internships na attachment?
You know, Professor Kithure Kindiki alichukua hii mamlaka kutoka kwa William Ruto kwamba nendeni mfanye nini, mujaribu kuconvince watu wa Mount Kenya. You know, nilikuwa nafikiria nitaimpeach huyu jamaa Rigathi Gachagua, then kidogo tu Mountain nirejea, but Mountain ikaamua kuenda kabisa. Rigathi Gachagua amepersist uniting Mountain region. Even if William Ruto is going to split Kiambu County, Mountain region, getting out Kiambu County ikwe tu region kivyake, then we are going to realize that they are now going to vote as Mount Kenya residents. Unaona watu wangu, watakuwa tu Mount Kenya region. Unaona watu wangu, and that's why votes zao zitawekwa kwa basket moja, huku wakivote against President William Samoei Arap Ruto. Unaona watu wangu. Now, and don't forget Gloria Oruoba exposing the president. That things venye walikuwa wanajaribu rigging election and so on. Then Gloria Oruoba venye aliingia pale ndani. Unaona? Sikiza mambo.
Where was he before the scene? Where did he come from? Has anyone ever asked where? I mean, like, we know where Murkomen came. He was in Senate. He did what? We know where did Raymond come from? Right? Let me tell you where Raymond came from. Raymond, first, here's my phone so that you can confirm. Search on my contacts, Raymond, how he saved. Because this is actually a fun fact. Search Raymond.
Nimepata tatu. Kuna Raymond Bet, kuna Raymond Kisumu, kuna Raymond Standard Digital.
Guess which Raymond is Raymond P.S. Omolo?
Standard Digital. Kisumu. Raymond
Kisumu. Let me tell you about Raymond Kisumu. I was the chief agent for Nyanza. So that means all of Luo Nyanza and Kisii. Homa Bay Kisumu, all of Luo Nyanza and Kisii. No one wanted to be a chief agent because hiyo ilikuwa stronghold ya baba.
Okay.
So watu walikuwa wanasema tunaenda huko, hata wezi tembea na t-shirt ya UD utachomwa. Me, I was like, can I be there? Me nataka, because as I told you, I work hard. I am like, focus hapa. It will pay off. So I volunteered to be the chief agent for Luo Nyanza, for all of Nyanza. And so closer to the elections, we had to put together agents, right, for the election. And so we had to work with the few people who risked to be our agents for UDA. Chini ya maji. So when things were getting closer, my party leader, His Excellency William Ruto, calls me and he tells me, umepanga nini agents nini wa Nyanza? Yes, Your Excellency, nini unapeana brief, you know, this is how far we've come, nini. Then he tells me, okay, that's very good. Endelea na hao kando, lakini I'm sending you a number and you call that person, you work with him, amepanga another set of agents. So me, I'm like, oh, cool. Remember, I'm from Europe, so all of this to me is like, this is interesting, yeah? You know, to me, it's like I'm living my dream. You know, I'll go back home, I'll join politics now. I've gone back home and I'm in politics. So I'm like, hey, another set of agents. Interesting. So nikatumiwa namba, na namba imesaviwa? Raymond Kisumu. That's how the president had saved him. So me nikasave Raymond Kisumu. Save. Call. So I'm like, oh yeah, I've gotten your number and those days we used to call him boss. Even now I still call him whatever this situation is. So hey boss, amesema nikupigie nini ati wewe ndio uko na agents wengine nini. Tells me, of course we are talking not on normal call because nayo pia tulikuwa tumekimbizwa na serikali. So he tells me, okay sawa, wacha tuongee jioni but ya niko na watu. Raymond Omolo, our PS for Interior, who nowadays doesn't pick my calls and treats me like shit, used to call me every third day to give me a brief. He used to call me and tell me, oh, okay, so we're doing this, I've done this, and I've spent this much money. I've brought them here in this particular venue, I've paid this for the venue, blah, blah, blah. Then I would tell him, oh, but have you gotten that authorized? Because then he would just be like, don't worry, I'm taking care of everything. So and to be honest, he did a really good damn job. Like, he did a good job. But you see, the relationship then was that he would call me to give me a brief, and then I would call the president to give him a brief, and then would be like, Nyanza tuko fiti. All the way to the point where we were at Bomas counting. Because even when we had to bring back all the Form 34As, Raymond and his people went around in Kisumu collecting them. And in some places it was they had to collect them at gunpoint. Because that place was hostile for us, you know. So he did a really good damn job. To the point that when ODM was going to court saying that Baba has won and whatever, when they had to produce evidence, they had to rely on our forms. They didn't even have their forms. They were very sloppy with their work. Now, here's the thing. You know, politics, as I've learned, you need to find a way to get your return on investment in terms of the work you put in and what you're expecting to get. If you don't secure that, utatumika vibaya. So at the point when there was the court case in the election petition saying that kura zihesabiwe tena na nini, Raymond couldn't even access Karen. Yeah, he couldn't access Karen. Raymond used to call me. He's like, Gloria, I'm in Nairobi, what's going on? Amerushanishwa huko, amemalizana na vitu zake, sio umeshatufanyia kazi, like ngoja kwanza tushinde hiki tu ndio tutakuja tujue kama tuko fiti. He couldn't access Karen twice. And if I'm lying, let him come here and say I'm lying. Twice he reached the gate of Karen when all of us were inside and we were waiting for what's happening with the legal thing and whatever. Those videos that used to come out before the announcement came out, I had to go and talk to the watchman at the gate to allow Raymond to enter. Yes, Raymond Omolo. Raymond Kisumu. So fast forward when people were being chosen for all these positions, but he did a good job. So people who don't know him and how he got into the space, they always say, who is this guy? But he worked. He worked for his position in the sense that the job that he did, of all the people in my team, no one else could have done it the way he did it. So he did a good job. And the president trusted him then, you see. And even when the president would call me to ask me, how is that guy I've given you working? I would be like, he's doing a good job. Oh my gosh, he has lifted a huge nini from, you know, my logistics. We are working very well with him. When the list of permanent secretaries was being put together, Raymond Kisumu called me severally. because he was nervous that he was going to be played. So he missed out on the cabinet secretary slot, obviously, because he's not a politician and he didn't, you know, I mean, there were more deserving people than him. So when it came to the permanent secretary position, Raymond called me. We had dinner with Raymond in Lavington. He was convincing me to talk to the president because things are sounding like it could be forgotten. And I did draft a very nice message reminding the president, usisahau ule mtu wetu. And I showed him. I was like, unaona ndio hii. And I hit send. And I was like, because I honestly think he did a good job. I didn't have any issues with him. I felt like he shouldn't be played and whatever. Raymond picked the Bible. I, Raymond, so and so. Nini. The next time I went to his office, bana. Sema mjaluo. Sema mjaluo. Wajaluo bana. Hey.
Who are you?
Hata venye alisimama kunini. I was like, man. Nigga, I used to pick you up from the gate. Then I told him, oh, you know, now I know these are small things. You can't deal with those things. Yeah. Where? Raymond doesn't pick my calls anymore. Raymond Kisumu.
So you try calling him now, you see if he'll pick.
Really? Do you want to do that?
Try calling him.
Maybe he's watching the show, he'll pick. He say, "Wewe mpumbavu sana umeenda kunianika huko." But you know, I was just trying to show you the nature of politics.
Listen now, if he picks, ask him, why are you not picking my calls? Tulikosania wapi? Mimi nilikuwa watchman. Umesema wewe ulikuwa unafungua.
Do you want to try? I'm calling.
Yeah.
This of course this is for fun because he won't pick up.
He might.
He won't pick up.
Fingers crossed. Akipick unalipia 50k.
And you know, as it's ringing, do you know there's a time the group of PSs they were chanting him because they didn't know where he came from. So they kept on trying to tell the president all sorts of negative things about him. He's hung up. They kept on trying to tell the president, Raymond Kisumu, they tried to tell the president all sorts of negative things about him. And so obviously, because I have friends who are PSs, they would echo the same things back to me. And me, don't tell me anything because me, I will tell. Like me. So they would come and tell me like, oh, mtu anajifanya kila saa anatembea na boss anafikiria yeye ndio the blue-eyed boy nini. So now the PSs were like, ati anatushtaki hata tuwezi pumua, Raymond anachukua maneno yetu anaenda anatushtaki. So like the PSs don't like him. And those who are my friends, I used to tell him, you guys just don't know this guy because this guy is actually a very nice guy. According to me, I've worked with him. I can say he's a nice guy. He's very professional. He might not be a politician as we are, but I think you need to give him. I used to tell the PSS, give him a chance. You understand? And I still feel like that's my position even now, because honestly, other than him being the Luo that he is and not picking my calls, hakuna malimi na Raymond tumekosania, you know what I mean? But I'm just trying to show you the nature of politics. And politics is that we use each other. Using each other now, we do it. But I just feel like when you're using each other, there has to be some level of decorum in terms of even how you decide, okay, now our engagement ends here. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, we use each other. We use each other a lot in politics. And you should not say, walinitumia. I mean, you have to be an asset for someone to use you.
Yeah.
So if someone alikutumia, first you have to acknowledge you're an asset, right? Yeah. So I just think when I see the captions in the newspapers, use and dump, it's not bad to use someone. It's the idea of how do you end the engagement. You know what I mean? And it has to be mutually beneficial.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were running the campaigns, you were in Nini and everything.
So I did all of that, and then eventually when the list was being drawn, at least the president give him his dues. Like he was like, you vibe, you have potential in politics, you have really worked for the campaign, and I do believe you should be in the list of nominees, because nominations are not given, you earn them. You have to. I've seen people online saying vitu za kupewa unapigania nini? No. Kama ingekuwa kupewa bana, mimi unafikiri mademo angepewa hizi vitu kitambo sana. Wengi. But you have to earn it. You have to prove your worth. And the idea of affirmative action is that we don't nominate an accountant. The idea of affirmative action is we nominate an upcoming politician. So that when the politician hakuna Subaru imekuja.
More champagne for the lady. Nataka kumarinate.
So when guys are saying you ulipewa, sikupewa, I earned it. You see, and after earning it, Obina, I earned it not in a haifai kuishia at a nominated senator. Affirmative action, from nomination you should be able to get an elective seat. But you find the people sitting in Senate who are fighting me, many of them who are fighting me, have no interest in vying for office. That's why they can fight me and say, why are you talking? You see them, they're just accountants. And when I say just, I mean just, because in politics, if you're not a politician, you're just an architect, an accountant, you understand? So for them, they have no interest in vying. That's why they can tell you, mbona unapiga makelele, mbona unataka kusikika, because them, after the nomination, you will see, they'll all disappear. So, and that's why this affirmative action thing is not working. So,